Hello, baby.
I was crazy once.
I'm thinking of a number.
Werewolf bar mitzvah. Spooky, scary. Boys becoming men. And men becoming wolves. Welcome, everybody.
That's one of my favorite references.
That's, it's like a library in here.
Yeah,
Quiet.
Of Alexandria.
that's right.
It's
Buy
gone.
it? Yeah, instead of renting it. Yeah. It's gone, just like the Colossus of Rhodes, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
But not the pyramids, because they are
Not the
quite
pyramids.
crazy cool.
What are the other ones? Damn it.
There's that tomb or mausoleum or something. I don't remember who it's
Oh,
for.
Parnassus?
Yes,
Like,
of
like
Parnassus.
the mausoleum of Parnassus or something like that.
Yeah.
Eight Wonders. Of
Remember,
Ancient
we had that
World.
trivia thing. Remember?
That's right.
Yeah.
It's the mausoleum at Halicarnassus.
Halicarnassus.
Oh, the Colosseum is one of them.
Really? The Colosseum? It's
yeah,
not.
and
Is
the
the Colosseum
Great Wall
really?
of China. Wait, okay, now it's 7 Wonders of the Ancient World.
Wait, are those the
Oh.
wonders of the modern world? I think there's a modern
my
world
God.
one too.
Well, ancient world is like Egypt, Greece.
Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. Pyramid of Giza. Hanging Gardens of Babylon. The Temple of Artemis. That's right, the Artemis Temple. The statue of Zeus at Olympia.
There you go.
The mausoleum at Halicarnassus. The Colossus of Rhodes. And Pharaoh's lighthouse at Alexandria.
Mm-hmm.
And Indiana Jones has found all of them.
That's
Actually, I
right.
don't know if that's true. I mean, these are gone not because they're buried. It's because they were destroyed.
Yeah.
And that's kind of just why they.
And I think at least
no
some
longer there.
I think there's some debate of whether or not
Yeah.
some of the Colossus of Rhodes existed, or at the very least, I don't think it looked like that.
That is
who
true.
knows?
I mean, I
It's-
wish use Sora AI, I guess, to hey,
Yeah.
Sora, show me.
I'm
show
gonna-
me the
dude, I'm
Colossus
gonna-
of Rhodes.
Hey,
really
Cortana.
quick. I need to ask AI if this shit existed, and I'm gonna learn.
Learn
I'm here to
about it.
learn
I love
shit.
yeah, show me shaky cam footage of the Revolutionary War or something. I think that's really funny. Spencer's camera also froze in a very funny place, and I'm gonna
Oh,
screenshot
good.
it right
Yeah,
now.
there you go.
Please do.
Yeah, there it is. There you go. I'm putting it in the chat here. Welcome everyone. I hope you have I hope you've had a very, very spooky season.
Ooh.
Spooky.
That's right.
Ooh, it's
Spooky
spooky
season.
season. Spooky season.
My name is Leo Carpazzi, and I made a
Yeah.
new song.
I love-
I love fucking. That's
I
what
love
you're
fucking.
And I
gonna
love
say, right?
sucking.
Yeah, exactly.
Those monsters sucked and they fucked. This is, believe it or not, this is Style and Direction, a menswear podcast about the stuffiness, and you're here with your three hosts.
You're here.
Ethan M. That's right.
We've
you're
been
here with
waiting for
Ethan
you.
M. Wong.
You Spencer DSO.
And MJ.
That's right. All of us are here talking about spooky season, and we have a lot today. I feel like we got a lot. We each got our own Halloween spooky time adventures, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple things that I didn't get to talk to last time, and one thing in particular is the Pirates dinner adventure. I went
Oh,
to,
yes.
which is insane. Never been to that before. For those of you who don't know, it's not an ancient wonder of the ancient world or whatever. It's not gone. It is in the same street in Orange County in Buena Park as such places as Knott's Berry Farm and of course Medieval Times.
Of course.
And it's dinner theater. I had never gone, but one of our friends loves pirates and all things that she could wear a corset to, and big boots and flowy skirts. And so she was like, "Hey, let's all go to the Pirates Dinner Adventure. It's Halloween time." I'm like, "Oh, I guess so. That's right." So we went, and it's I was wrong. It's not pirates. It's vampirates. which is crazy.
Vampirates.
Nice.
Whoa.
Yes, and we don't have time to talk too much about the plot, but it is basically Frozen combined with K-pop Demon Hunters combined with the Rise of Skywalker. By that, I mean there is a princess whose sister has given up the throne and become an exile, but turns out she's a bounty hunter. And she falls in love with a vampire. So it's a forbidden love. Actually, they both kind of do. And the vampirates are trying to resurrect their the captain, and complete a ritual, so that way they don't have to only come out on Halloween, nor are they confined to the waters of Treasure Bay. We're also, first off, why wouldn't you go anywhere else? The treasure is all in that bay. But of course,
yeah, exactly.
You want
other treasures.
You're greedy. You want other treasures to find and pillage and plunder your Weasley back guts out. And so they want to do that by kidnapping a mermaid. Sounds kind of familiar from a certain black bearded pirate.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
Certain franchise. And yeah. What I like about this, and again, I won't get too far into this, is, it's kind of for kids, right? It's like, oh, like the pirates are like, what kids want to take the pirates' creed? And you take it, and one of the creeds is you have to eat all your vegetables because you don't want scurvy.
Okay.
Or I guess you have to,
Nice.
eat oranges and everything. They're all very nice pirates, The thing is, they're vampires, so they don't really die. Unless they are, I think if there's a dialogue about silver bullets maybe or something, I might have missed it, because there's some parts where they get shot, or the waters are cursed. If they fall into it, they're dead forever. I don't know. But they do make a big point to say that there is a sword that's held by Captain Sebastian Black, and he, as the vampirate's king, his sword is the only thing that could fully kill a vampire, because it's made of some accursed thing. And I will say Sebastian Black goes from being like a Peter Pan type of, or I guess a Captain Hook kind of bad guy, to being kind of a real bad guy, because his son is like, I can't do that, I can't kill this innocent thing. So he goes, oh, that's too bad. Then he shoots his son. No. And I'm like, yeah, this guy's a bad guy. And then and the son dies, but then that doesn't count as a ritual thing. But his wife, he ends up, he's like, I'm sorry, I have to do this. He kills his wife, and because his wife is a mystical or mythical being, it counts for for the ritual to release him. He's like, I'm sorry, honey, like I gotta taste what apples taste like again, or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
And so yeah, it was crazy. I would say the production value, not amazing. They did. What's the Ozzy Osbourne? Is it Crazy Train? Was that like?
Yeah.
They did do some acrobatics to that. They did sing,
Okay.
I think, a Lady Gaga song, but not one of the big ones. I did not know it was gonna be a musical, by the way.
I didn't know that, because I've been there when I was a kid, but I don't think it was. Well, I guess it wasn't the Halloween one, but never seen a musical medieval time or pirate dinner adventure.
I guess we've all got to go back. I want to know what it's like. Do they have like Christmas pirates? Like, is that
Oh
like?
my
or is
God!
it
I
just
never even considered that. What would the
Easter pirates?
I really hope that Jesus Christ is in the Christmas pirate one, where like maybe Jesus Christ. I got. Well, call
he
him
does.
by his full name, by the way. He like appears on the ship and like tells them all, "You cut it out, bozos."
Yeah. I mean, Jesus does come as a thief in the night, dude. That's kind of piratey of him.
Wait.
Yeah,
That's
the ultimate
badass.
pirate.
The ultimate
He walks on
pirate.
water.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is something
that's true.
I gotta tell the youth group that I lead.
That's right.
Yeah, if you guys like pirates, you know who's the ultimate pirate?
Yeah, you're one of those like youth pastors. It's
Yeah.
all you have your.
Oh man, that would be a good
outstretched
Halloween
arms with your-
costume. Is there still that
pastor-
stereotype?
There definitely is. There definitely.
Okay,
There
I wasn't sure
definitely
if
is.
youth
Or no,
pastors still
now
wear
it
the
might be like
flannels
mushroom.
and like.
I think it might be like mushroom hair TikTok guy now. I think
Oh
might be
shit!
the-
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's not like the
Because-
millennial bearded guy anymore with a bunch
Yeah,
of
it's not
tattoos.
the lumber sexual
Yeah.
punk skater guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's whatever that is.
Yeah.
But that was kind of fun. Also, crazy to drive to Orange County on like a Thursday.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: the show was like at 6 or 7, but we want to get there at 6:30.
Oh
I was
man,
in
that's
traffic
terrible.
for 2 hours.
That's how it is, man. It's brutal.
Yeah. But I will say that our outfits were great. James like thrifted like a cotton and it was like almost terracotta colored or like a clay colored like cotton coat trench coat, which he did get a tricorn, like a cheap ass tricorn, but he wore that with some of his Renaissance stuff. And then he didn't want to do his riding boots, so he did like striped socks with his black bit loafers. So it looks kind of like like the kind of buckle shoe things that they would wear in like 50s pirate movies, which I thought was kind of fun.
Yeah,
that's cool.
But I did riding pants with riding boots with a red sports shirt. I did a waistcoat unbuttoned, and then I tied a sash around my waist, and I also did a bandana around my head. So that was kind of fun. I did red and black because I wanted to be a little spooky with it.
I wanted to be
spooky
with it.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. A good start to the spooky season. And then the other kind of fun thing is, and I want you guys to open up that Imgur link that I have there, because I went to see Hadestown, which is very cool. It's a musical. It's like a retelling of Orpheus and Eurydice through the lens of like the framing of it is like you are in a cafe or a bar, I guess it's a bar, in like what is kind of the 30s. Mm-hmm. And it's, you're listening to like this kind of like folksy, jazz, bluesy kind of rock retelling of the story. And these players kind of do it, and at the end of the movie they kind of do the cycle all over again. So it's very, very interesting.
That's cool.
The music's very, very good, and the costumes, like it's not super period the whole time, but you can see that they kind of get inspiration from like Depression era 30s with a little bit of like 90s grunge. And
this looks very much like musicals love doing shit like this.
Yeah. It's honestly like pretty sartorial, which is why I'm talking about it on the podcast. We got Hermes, right? His Orpheus' adopted dad, and he's dressed kind of like 30s dandy-ish. I mean, it's kind of like he's got a structured single-breasted peak lapel jacket. I like that the sport coat has the feathers on the sleeve.
Oh, that's cool.
Kind of like reference the wings. He's also got like I think a feather as like a lapel pin, but he's also got a striped shirt and a foulard tie, and that's pretty cool. Also a double-breasted waistcoat with like a crazy like stone design on it. Pretty wild to see all those silvers all together. And then Orpheus himself kind of dressed like Marcus Mumford, I guess, kind of with like a Henley or some kind of like popover or polo shirt with like suspenders, high-waisted pants, work boots. And he says he plays the lyre, but that's definitely a guitar.
Yeah.
The Fates are dressed like flappers, or kind of like Romani-esque kind of flappers. Persephone is kind of like 50s diva style in a vibrant green, which obviously she's the bringer of spring. You've got Eurydice, who is kind of more like 90s indie grunge, maybe. She's kind of a sad girl. Orpheus is super, he's very optimistic and idealistic. They kind of play up. He's kind of like I wouldn't say a leftist, but like he's definitely like an inspirational martyr kind of a thing. And so, and she's kind of like the more realist, which is why she doesn't die. She joins Hades and she signs her life over to be a worker because Orpheus can't support her because he's a musician, and it's the Depression or whatever.
And she's got the big blazer, right? Is that her?
It's an overcoat. Yeah, it's an overcoat. So like I feel like it's very like 90s to wear like this like Bal McCann check coat with like a slip dress
and then
like
the
boots.
combat boots. Yeah.
So she's very cool. Shout out Eva Noblezada, the originator. She's very good. Apparently the original Orpheus and Eurydice, they got married, so that's pretty cute. And also the ones that we got, very, very good chemistry. But of course I'm bringing this up on the podcast because of Hades.
I'm looking at him now.
You look at Hades. Like he is kind of like he's an industrialist, and it's one of those things where when you sign up with him, like obviously he owns your life, so it's like you died, right? You don't have a life. And they dressed him in, what you would think a 30s or just kind of any industrialist would look like. Pinstripe 3-piece double-breasted suit, like a silver gray shirt with a gray foulard tie. And it's also kind of Western too. Like Hermes and Hades both wear like snakeskin or ostrich or lizard like cowboy boots, which kind of gives it's kind of like southern feel to it.
Yeah.
And in his introduction, Hades also wears a leather trench coat and what to me are very like JMM style sunglasses. and it's always played by a bass. It's so good, and I apparently dressed like him when I went to go see it. Because I knew it was kind of 30s depression area, and I was like, okay, well, what would you wear to that? I'm like, well, I wanted to wear a suit. I didn't want to just wear like a I didn't want to wear like my navy suit, and I didn't feel like wearing a tuxedo, so I wore my pinstripe suit. And then I was like, well, I think this is kind of formal. I didn't want to go like Winston Churchill with the blue polka dot bow tie, so I went with my gray foulard foulard bow tie. And then I was like, oh shit, I'm like Disney bounding Hades right now. I guess I'm not Disney bounding because that would be a different outfit. That'd be all blue with fiery hair. I'm just bounding as Hades, but I mean, it's kind of like a good look. Like, it's not like, it's not bad by any means. Although in the second act, Hades does change into a like, he just wears the vest with an open collar shirt, and I'm like, now he looks very Tumblr. And he also has a tattoo of bricks on his arm, which is interesting because, like, in this universe or this telling, his workers build a wall, like a wall around Hadestown to kind of keep people out. Yeah, exactly. And this was written in like 2010, so this is kind of like, I mean, I'm sure conservatives have been like talking about building a wall for a long time, but it's kind of funny how in the current telling of it, it has a different meaning behind all of that kind of stuff. But that was really fun. I did see some people in the audience bounding as well, especially after I watched it. I was like, okay, this guy is like Orpheus. This guy is this. She's Persephone. There's Eurydice. But yeah, very, very fun. And also very pertinent. That's probably why they scheduled Hadestown in this month, because it's October.
Yeah.
I guess this is being released in November. But yeah, spooky season, and this is quite a spooky season that we've had. You guys have had a couple of stuff.
A couple of scares.
A couple of scares, yes. I mean, I had my little teaser of it with Hadestown and Pirates. But MJ, how was your spooky season? Did you have have parties? What did you do?
No, I worked. But I guess the fun stuff, I watched Corpse Bride and Sweeney Todd for the first time.
Oh, neat.
Both for the first time. Very interesting double feature.
Double feature. Johnny Depp double feature.
Yeah, and who doesn't love those?
Yeah.
I can tell one person doesn't.
A little bit more than like, anyways.
Yeah.
I was at work. I did my tried and true Marty McFly
classic
get up, a little bit.
Side note on that, did you get all the ads on TikTok or the stuff about the Back to the Future day at the not Puente Hills Mall, Twin or Lone Pine Mall?
Oh,
did you get that?
I didn't get it this year. I remember getting them last year though. I don't know when did they start doing that?
It's October 15th, 1955.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't get very many this year, so maybe
we should have just showed up.
Maybe the algorithm didn't read my mind that well.
Did your coworkers dress up too?
Yeah, I was actually telling Spencer before we started recording that my manager dressed up as a minion. And she wanted everybody to dress up as a minion too, but she was like, it's up to you, like, obviously. But one of my assistant managers dressed up as Gru, so they took like a group picture of all the. Well, I should have taken a picture before leaving today, but him in the middle and then all the minions around him. Which is like
steal the moon.
Minions actually pretty pretty long life of a costume, it seems.
Yeah. I was saying that it's like a canonical Halloween costume now.
Yeah,
like,
it kind of reminds me of like when we go to Anime Expo and MJ will talk about like what are the tried and true like obviously
exactly
like Luffy, right, is like one that you could do forever. And Demon Slayer, I would say, and Goku, like all these, like, I guess anything
Sailor Moon
that just kind of becomes that famous. Yes, Sailor Moon.
Yeah, definitely saw a lot of like mall people, mall goers as Demon Slayer characters.
Demon Slayer, I see.
Yeah.
Did which ones?
I saw.
Is it just
I saw a Rengoku,
Tanjiro?
which is kind of
okay,
cool
that's
because obviously he doesn't have that much screen time in the anime.
Oh yeah.
But
wait, does he get cut? He gets cut in half. What does he do?
Oh, he gets like impaled.
Oh, I see.
So yeah. And then saw a Giyu, Mr. Giyu.
Classic.
I saw a kid as Tanjiro, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I saw not Demon Slayer, but I saw Kid as the Ender Dragon from Minecraft.
Hell yeah, dude! The Ender Dragon. Take a shot.
Minecraft costumes. It's funny how it's funny how like Minecraft costumes don't seem as common, even though like it's been like popular for like 20 years basically.
I think I saw like a Minecraft Steve, and I think it took me a while to realize it was even a costume, and I think maybe that's why. Like, one, I think it's hard to do unless you're really committing to like, I'm gonna make myself a cardboard exoskeleton that I'm gonna have to wear around all night,
or even just like the head,
Yeah, but it's like otherwise you're just wearing like a blue shirt or something, and it's like in that case the other thing we're talking about, you need a prop. If you have a pickaxe.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I think that sells it. But if you don't have it, no one's gonna be able to tell you're in costume.
I guess if you're Minecraft movie Steve, you don't need to be square.
Yes, that's true. You just need to look like you need to be shaped like Jack Black.
Yeah, the opposite of square.
Mm-hmm. You saw K-pop Demon Hunters? The people dressed up as which ones? Like the Soju boys?
No, as the I forgot their names. I think it was the purple one with the purple ponytail.
The main one, I think that's it.
Yeah, is
her name is Ray. Just kidding, because
the
plot is basically. Yeah, the plot is basically the Rise Skywalker. Rumi.
I still haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You haven't seen The Last Skywalker or K-pop Demon Hunters?
I've it's so funny. I feel like I would have seen more of those K-pop Demon Hunters, but I didn't see anything. I didn't see too much of it.
At all.
I saw. Well, yeah, I know. My ex did on her story, which was I didn't realize that she wasn't the main character. She was one of the demons. Are they just called demons? Saja boys? They're Saja boys.
I guess so.
Saw that. But then I saw someone on TikTok do Rumi. She wore like a white jumpsuit or something like that with the hair. But I was surprised because of how big it was earlier this year that we would have seen more. But I guess people love the minions more, I guess.
I feel like I saw some stuff on like Instagram or something. Like I work at a university, and so I probably saw some like walking around. Because people do dress up in college. Who knew?
I'm trying to remember at mine. Mine, I don't think we did because we're Christians, so that's evil, I guess.
It's the most evil holiday. I'm being like very like evangelical this episode for some reason.
Yeah, you got your youth group and everything.
I got my youth pastor, and now I'm saying Halloween is demonic, which is why I celebrated it like 7 times because I love demons.
I love demons.
You love demons.
I'm kidding. I didn't celebrate it 7 times, but I do love demons.
Speaking of demons, what did you think of Corpse Bride, MJ? That's kind of a classic.
Yeah, it was good. It was solid. I mean, it's just, it made me like, I don't know. I mean, I guess I always appreciated like claymation and stuff like that, but I guess seeing it as an adult with like, I guess more analytical or like detailed eyes, it's like, hey, like, they add like, I don't know, like physics to his tailcoat and stuff like that. So it's like, that probably took them like, how many hours just to get like 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, makes you wonder how much effort goes into those damn robot chicken things,
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I mean, the animation, like, I don't know, I haven't seen it in a long time, so I'm not going to comment on the quality of the movie, but The animation and like all that kind of stuff is always good. Like that's never the problem with any of it.
Yeah.
It is good. I like it.
She turns into butterflies at the end, right?
She does, yes.
Oh my god, she's a complete butterfly.
Like the attire is really good. It's kind of like in this like what, like 18, like I mean it's like Nosferatu. It's like late 18, like or middle to late 1800s.
It's just Victorian, yeah.
Yeah, Victorian.
Which is funny because like isn't there like a jazz guy that looks very 1920s or 1930s?
Yeah, he's wearing a bowler hat too.
Yeah.
I forgot what his name is. Bojangles, I think, something like that.
Who is
and he's
voiced by our great composer,
our guy. Yeah, Danny Elfman.
Yeah,
Danny Elfman himself.
That's right. Yeah. Well, which is funny because he sings for Jack Skellington, I think, right? He doesn't do the speaking
he's a singing
voice.
Yeah.
Or he doesn't do the speaking voice, but I think he recorded all the parts for the speaking voice, and then they just didn't use it, and he got pissed off. I might be telling tales out of school, but I think that is what happened.
Yeah.
Here's something. I'm looking at the cast list right now. I did not know that Richard E. Grant was the bad guy in this.
Man,
General
that's great.
Pride. Because I always think of him as like him acting like later, but I guess like we saw him in The Player, right? And I know maybe like just in the late 2010s.
Well, I've suggested this for a bonus episode, and I think maybe you're gonna hear it coming up soon. He was in this movie. I think it's called Whitnale and I, which I caught once on the Criterion 24/7 stream. It's like set in the 60s, but it's about like a group of like alcoholic artists or writers or something like that. But he's really fucking good in the movie. You should
see it.
Yeah, you look up some pictures of it really quick.
What's it called again? It's called
Whitnale and I, WHIT Nail and I.
Oh yes. You showed me this, and he looks fucking fantastic, smoking those cigs, hanging out with people who are wearing leather jackets and knitwear. Hell yeah!
But like he's I love him because he always does the same voice, like the level of intensity that he has in Star Wars. He brings to everything. Yeah.
Transfer the navigation signal to this ship. Oh god, the Rise of Skywalker. He
talked about like coming up with a whole like backstory for his character.
Yeah, and he
right?
said he would he watched a lot of like old World War II movies to get that kind of like right and crop, I guess space Nazi type of thing. Crazy that that shit. I love Richard E. Grant. It should have been Hux the whole time actually, but whatever. Yeah. They had to give him the stupid I'm the spy. Fuck off, man. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Did you see, Spencer, any Star Wars stuff when you were at school looking at these Halloween costumes?
Yeah, I'm sure I did. Well, okay, so here I know I did. I also see people just kind of swinging fucking lightsabers around in the quad pretty regularly.
Oh, I see.
I don't know if that's a club on campus, but like, yeah, it's like they just have the fancy glass, like lightsabers that are actually like weighted, and they're just swinging that shit around. But I'm sure I did. Like, okay, I'm looking through. Because again, I did see that one costume contest where they were costumes like Little Caesar and
this Little Caesar one I'm not
Martin
entirely
Luther.
Convinced because as we said earlier, you need a prop, and we're looking at a guy who is wearing an orange tank top and orange shorts with gladiator sandals and a beanie that has a laurel on it. There is no spear, there is no pizza. And our little guy, Little Caesar, also tends to wear a toga, not separates.
Yeah.
So I had no idea what this was supposed to be until Spencer said it right now. So.
Yeah. I'm looking through. I thought I was like, I think I saw Boba Fett, then I realized it was actually Doctor Doom. I just remember a guy in like full armor, and I was like, oh, maybe it's Boba Fett, but it was a different guy. I'm sure there were like people walking around in Star Wars costumes, but I don't know. Maybe they're less prevalent now than they were a couple of years ago.
Yeah. What? Who won the contest?
I don't remember for sure. I think it was either Maleficent.
Oh, okay.
I think Maleficent won.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I see some Sinner
good for
action right
Maleficent.
here with our main guy. What's his
Yes,
name?
I
Sammy!
feel like I saw a bunch of Sammy. I saw a bunch of Sinner costumes this year. I feel like that was a really popular one. Like everyone, like you said, you saw the '90s
On
outfits.
TikTok,
I
on
didn't see any
TikTok,
of those,
yeah.
but that's pretty cool. Yeah.
I did see a lot of smoke and stacks on TikTok, with the matching. Some of them got like the suit, like pretty good suits, but most of them either just got like the hats to match the colors and then like a necktie. But I thought it was kind of fun. That's kind of cool that there's they've got that. Our friend Felicia and her friend Tessa, they were Bo and Grace, which I think is hilarious. They are the Chinese couple where Bo dies and becomes a vampire. And then
That's right.
she stabs him with a stake and then lights herself on fire with a Molotov cocktail. But that's kind of fun. And then I see a Remick. I saw a few Remicks on TikTok actually. But yeah, a lot of good.
Oh,
yeah.
my favorite is Perry the Platypus, who's just wearing a big cardboard box.
I do see that in the back of this photo.
I mean, I'll get into this, but as a guy who is wearing a big cardboard box this year, like, solidarity, it's not easy to do. In fact, for most of the party, I didn't, so...
Yeah, you took it off? Yeah, well, tell us about this party you went to.
Okay, so, yeah, I mean, I did go to a party hosted by our friend Jay. I knew that the real festivities and the crazy party would be happening on Saturday, so I wanted to... I was grateful for the opportunity to kind of take it easy.
Oh, so it was a low-key party.
Night itself. It was a pretty low-key party. It was at Jay's new place. Which was nice. It was a bunch of his friends were there. I was there with my friends and roommates, Andrew and Emily. And of course, Isabella and I, we did an incredible couples costume. For all you movie heads out there.
And we know you are, so.
And yeah, exactly. Otherwise, you wouldn't listen to Movie Head podcast over here. But I guess that's only if you subscribe to the bonus. But every podcast I'm on is a Movie Head podcast. But we were two prominently featured characters in the Odessa step sequence of Battleship Potemkin. Where I was the baby going down the staircase in a wicker basket, and she was the screaming lady who has been shot in the eye or something. Mm-hmm. But so this was like something that we had come up with this idea for this costume literally like months ago, but it was kind of a last minute like throwing it together because I think we weren't entirely sure what we were going to be doing on Halloween, and also like she's in grad school, like I work, like we're busy. It's hard to put something like this together because we knew it would have to be kind of elaborate. And so my girlfriend is very creative. She loves doing like little like art projects and stuff, and so we worked on turning a big box that used to contain paper towels into a wicker basket, and she made a little baby body out of plastic bags and paper, which we secured to the box with like a wire hanger so it would stay in place. But it was all very resourceful, and then she made herself like a little mask. Like if you remember from your Tumblr party, it was the same concept as her like Anon hate mask.
Yeah.
But that was really fun. I don't know. We've started a trend that I hope will continue for a long time of us doing couples costumes that amuse us and no one else gets. We already have a great idea. Hopefully. You'll be seeing this. We'll be talking about this next year, but the plan is I'm gonna be Quiz Kid Donnie Smith, and she's gonna be TJ Mackey from Magnolia. So
God.
That's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, that's I love you both. That's definitely you guys. I remember when she told me that, I was like.
Yeah.
Of course Spencer would be the baby. You're bald.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Did anyone else there know what that was?
Did anyone? No. we showed the scene to people, and everyone we showed the scene to, they were kind of into it.
Oh, they were into it. Okay, that's good.
People liked it. Oh, the other thing I did, because as I said, I got tired of wearing this box. I walked in the door, showed my costume to everybody, and then I'm like, I'm taking it off now. And I was wearing like my J. Crew like cotton turtleneck, because I felt like that kind of was like, oh, that's a blanket, you know?
Sure.
Like,
yeah, I get it.
That added to it, but for the rest of the party, for most of the party, I was just dressed like that. But then what I did is Jay's party, I guess the format, it was very low key, as I said, and it was just kind of come over, hang out, get pizza, and I'm put a pin in that. I'm gonna get to the pizza thing in a second, and we're gonna like decorate pumpkins and watch Over the Garden Wall, and also like, you know, there were cocktails and beer, like people were you know, that you know, there was all that stuff, but it was fun. And so the pizza thing, I got there, I heard there was gonna be pizza.
First I did hear about this.
Yes. Then I went there. No Costco pizza. They said we ordered Domino's. I said, okay, I like Domino's. It's been a while then, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, let's cut to, like, 40 minutes later. No peep from the pizza. I'm thinking, did we schedule it for later? Like, is it coming in? And, like, I hear Jay, he's, like, on the phone with Domino's, and he's like, hey, I placed this order for pizza literally hours ago, and it hasn't updated at all in the app. And they said, oh, yeah, there's actually still, like, 15 people ahead of you, but just because you called, we're going to get you your pizza to you ASAP. Then it finally arrives. He gets, like, the update from the app. I didn't hear a doorbell. I didn't hear a knock on the door or anything like that. I just, like, the pizza appeared in the doorway, just on the ground. And then we opened it up, and he's like, I don't think this is our pizza. Something's wrong. Like, he ordered 3 pizzas. 2 of them were exactly what he ordered. But one, which was supposed to be plain cheese for any of the vegetarians or whoever at the party, there were no cheese on it. It was actually just tomato sauce.
When they say plain,
and so that was very funny. People couldn't believe their eyes. Someone was like, maybe it's like not just cheese, maybe it's something else. And then he took a slice and bit into it, and he said, no, that's no cheese on here. That's just sauce. That's just sauce and nothing else. But the day was saved because these freaking foodies, Jay and Deb, they had fresh mozzarella in their fridge, and they had some basil that was growing in the backyard, and so
margarita pizza
popped in the oven and made margarita pizza. Yeah. So there we go. But overall, it was a very fun party. Emily and Andrew were Mulder and Scully from X-Files, which was great. I'm trying to think of other costumes. Jay and Deb were both performative males, which was fun.
What does that mean?
Yeah. Jay was doing big jorts and, like, you know, a plaid button up with a undershirt, and then he had like a copy of Crying in H Mart and a matcha drink, and was listening to earbuds, or not like earbuds with like wired headphones, you know, because that's what the performative males do, I guess. Is Crying in H Mart a performative male book?
I don't want to. I mean. Not as much as like reading like Michelle Obama's biography or something, or Bell Hooks, I would say.
I was also thinking like it would I thought like performative male books, and no offense to Crying in H Mart, were like more like, I don't know, like unique. Like it was like, oh, this guy's it, like the pictures of Jacob Elordi, like when he's fucking reading at a gas station. He's not just reading like, you know, New York Times bestseller like thing, current #1. Yeah,
you're reading like Joan. You're reading like Joan Didion or something at the very least, right? Like you gotta
exactly. That's what I'm saying, but. No shade to Jay. I'm not. I'm just making I was just making a cultural.
I mean, like we said, like when we talked about for me, when I was out there in the previous episode about the coherence or congruence thing, like I think it's performative for me to read a fucking book, George Bernard Shaw's Essays on Photography. Like that's, like, come on, like that's insanely performative and very authentic to me.
And I just kind of resent this in general because I'm a guy who loves to read my little paperbacks in public. But I also don't think it's like very performative for me to be reading this like really cheesy looking book from the 70s. It's like the 1906 earthquake.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like no one's. I read weird books.
Well, there's like
so
a right way to do the
is-
performative
yeah.
man thing, or quotation mark right way, right? Like there's like the expected way, which again would be the idea of it, but like I guess like because it's supposed to be like you're so performative that you can't be doing what other people are doing, but yeah, I get what you mean by like a more unique thing. I did not see too many of those out because I feel like when you're in Silver Lake and Echo Park, everyone looks like that normally. So why would you wear something that you would wear on a normal day? That doesn't make any sense. But for me on Halloween, I had a very low key one too. I just went to get drinks at 4100, which, as you guys know, is like the I want to say it's a hipster bar. It's just a very popular bar and very outdoorsy and very central in the Silver Lake side of Sunset. I enjoyed going there last year when I was the MC to kind of go do some people watching. This time I didn't stay too late again because the next day was going to be fucking crazy. So we got there pretty early. It was just me, my girlfriend, and me and her went as Wes Anderson characters, specifically Anatole Zsa Korda, Mr. 5% himself, and Bjorn, the entomologist slash tutor slash government agent. But yeah, so that was a lot of fun, and we were inspired mainly because I had no idea what I was going to be. I did not know if Liao was going to be there with me as well, but turned out she was going to be free. But James and Claire had decided to do Moonrise Kingdom because they had watched it, and James borrowed my raccoon hat. And he had like a work shirt and like khaki shorts and a backpack, and Claire wore like a pink dress with a Peter Pan collar and had little binoculars. That was really cute. I think what was really telling is everyone knew what they were when we were walking around. They're like, "Oh, Moonrise Kingdom," and they look at me with my bandaged face and the head and all these fake cuts and bruises and the cane that I was definitely leaning into. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, dude, are you okay?" Like, I thought some guy dressed like the devil was like, "Hey man, like you good?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "Ah, well, let him know. Like you got the devil on your side, man." And I'm like, "I appreciate it, man. Thank you."
That's really
that was good. And then when I was at the 4100 bar, like there were these like guys in Dodger, they're just like watching the game or whatever, but they're like, dude, like what happened? I'm like, "Oh, I survived an assassination attempt." And they're like, "What?" And then I'm like, "No, it's all good." He's like, "Well, yeah, feel better, man." And I'm like, "Oh, thanks." I thought it was very, very cute. So yeah, I wore my new navy double-breasted pinstripe suit a couple days after the Hadestown thing. And I wore that with a spear point collar and a foulard tie. He doesn't wear that outfit when he has the white bandaged like the gauze and the sling, because in that scene he wears the Gucci print scarf. But it's okay. I think people, you get it. I don't have a gray pinstripe suit, not yet anyway. It's a little inaccurate, but I thought it was really fun. And then Liao wore my corduroy jacket with corduroy separates. What was really funny is she wore different colors of corduroy because she doesn't own like a corduroy sport coat or whatever. But she wore that with a bow tie, and then as a shout out to the character who loves bugs, she had a little stuffed spider on her shoulder, and then all the paint brushes and stuff that she actually does use because she is an artist. And so that was a lot of fun. We ran into Joseph and Lynn. Well, not ran into them. They came out for a little bit. Joseph and Lynn were Walter and
Jesse.
Jesse, thank you, from Breaking Bad. They looked really good. They did bring rock candy for everyone to have, so that was nice. Really funny to have meth, I guess. And Yumno was Raven. Her friend was a formal apology because he wore a suit with a sign that said "I'm sorry." But what was really funny at 4100, the reason why I like 4100 is because since it's like an open bar or an open patio, that you get to see a lot of different stuff, and it's in like the heart of Silver Lake. And so I saw 2 Aunt Gladyses from Weapons, which I did not see, but I saw them and I knew what that was. I saw a group of dudes in orange flight suits, and I thought that was like, okay, like I'm trying to think of like could a bunch of guys come dress up as like, you could be firemen. I'm like, oh, it's kind of cool to be astronauts. That's kind of another. Yeah. I would call them douchebags. But
orange jumpsuits, are they prison?
No, like, but it was like a flight. It was like an orange flight suit. Like the thing you would wear like underneath, like the or like I guess maybe Air Force. I don't know. We did see a Richie and Margot Tenenbaum, which we took a picture with, and a group of people from the Life Aquatic. However, I will say that we were debating on if they were Life Aquatic because their beanies were orange, and the movie they're fucking red. So I don't know why they got matching orange ones. So at first we were like, we didn't know, and then they came up to us like, "Oh, Wes Anderson." I'm like, "Oh yeah, you guys too." So if they're listening to this, I'm sorry to clown on your choice of color, but it's red. It's a straight up. It's a red beanie. In the Life Aquatic. Now you got me like thinking about it. No, they're red. They're like a
They are red. No, they're absolutely. That's like the most iconic. Well, yeah, but that and the sneakers are the iconic things.
Yeah, they just wore like blue and all that kind of stuff. But yeah. I saw one Labubu where she just wore the headband and a regular outfit. The Dancing Jesus Saves guy. If you guys have been around LA and seen this guy, has like, he just does the dancing with the sign and holding, Jesus Saves, which spurred a conversation of what other LA things people could be, like merging onto the 110 or the Americana. Saw a McLovin, saw a Shohei Ohtani, saw Brokeback Mountain. We saw Nosferatu, both the Nosferatu and the girl. Max Goof and Roxanne from a Goofy movie. The Powerpuff Girls.
That's good. 2
Ripleys, different times, and 1 Chestburster guy. Nice. And then just various goths, vampires, and clowns and different interpretations. And I guess differing levels of like sexiness, both for guys, girls, and everything in between. Like some of them were like a straightforward, and some of them were just like shirtless with fangs or something like that, or like a shirtless with like a clown hat and like clown nose. So very fun to see on Halloween how people interpret these different things. But I love Halloween. It's a day for everyone to kind of get dressed up and wear whatever they want, but like with a theme behind it. I will say, like on TikTok, my saves are a lot of interesting ones, like not just the sinners that we talked about, but I saw one who is, I think it's Whitey, which is the big possum in the movie Flushed Away, played by Bill Nye, who says like, I think he said his name was Millicent Bystander. Millicent. And I think that's really fun. That's right. And I saw some people were dressed as the frogs, the frog and the frog ninjas from the movie. So now I feel like I gotta watch this fucking movie. Maybe I'll watch it tonight or wherever it's fucking showing. But Spencer, I think you went to a crazy thing. You have a little report for us. I feel like a little news story about this Arcane Academy that you happen to be a first year of.
That's right. And hey, also very briefly, something else I thought of before we get into this. What I did before I went to this incredible Arcane party. Pretty quickly, because there's not too much to report. It was like just really, really cool, and I recommend it if there's something in your city. Go to a Day of the Dead celebration, which is what I did on Saturday morning in downtown Santa Ana, California, which is a really, really incredible one because, Santa Ana, very high Hispanic population. It's a very big deal in Santa Ana, and It was. Most of the downtown kind of like got shut down. Cool. We saw some like traditional like Aztec dancers. I got blessed by Sage, which was like fucking awesome. But I love just walking around looking at like the ofrendas. Oh yeah. There's a lot of like cool stuff where it's like there's little art workshops going on.
Oh cool.
And, like I saw like dude, oh my god, I need to send you I saw a fucking robot in like a cowboy hat that was just walking around like straight up like a robot, like not a person in a robot costume, but like a humanoid robot,
like a Tesla bot or whatever.
That was let me just like find the photos. Oh man, I'm gonna have to send them after we record it, but you'll see the photos. It was incredible, but I don't know. Maybe I'll send you some photos of that we could include in there. But if you ever get a chance to do something like that, I really recommend it. Awesome time. But of course, because I know that I also have to. I want to. We gotta get through this. I want to talk about this incredible party that we went to, or at least see. I didn't go. I heard about it from my best friend, Whitey Cracker, who of course, is the wizard reporter
for what publication?
For the Daily Quill. And I don't know. This was fun. Our friend James hosted a party at my place. And
not my party. It just happened to be where I lived, which is hilarious.
Yes. But it was a good venue for it. But it was like a kind of I don't want to just say generic. No,
it's about reclaiming it. Obviously, we don't want to. We said that we have to have one wizarding school to make a party about this thing. That was definitely the case. Like, there's no way people could do like a straight up Harry Potter party. And props to James, who not only, it was his brainchild. He came up with 5 original houses with lore for each one, and I thought that was gonna be it. I had no idea. Again, this was just me by my place. I knew I lived there, so I was gonna help set up, and he asked me to be the headmaster to, obviously, like, he can't plan everything, set things up, and then also be, like, the MC. So I'm like, okay, I'll help out. I'll be the headmaster to kind of help corral people. I thought that was it. Okay, cool. You come in, you get sorted somehow, and you get to pick the class you want to represent, because the 5 different houses, which are... I'll read them out to you right now. The daring heart of Staghorn, bold beyond measure. You've got the clever charm of Foxcourt, the curiosity of Hexbell, the dreaming mind of Moonquill, and the steadfast soul of Wardwood. I thought people would get dressed up in those colors that he had picked for these, and just like that, and just drink and whatever. But again, I did not know how immersive this was going to be, which is crazy.
It was unbelievably elaborate. This is the most elaborate theme party I've ever been to. It was incredible.
I can't believe, and people kept complimenting me after. I'm like, bro, I was like, guys, I appreciate it, but I literally, I did not come up with any of this.
I just live here,
dude. But yeah, it's so cool. So it's framed as the first year banquet for the Cosmus Academy. It's I wish I have the lore Bible somewhere, but it's like set in okay, I'll read it out to you. In 1903, when Southern California was still tethered to the natural wilderness, a star fell from the heavens, known as the Cosmos Star. It landed in the foothills of Los Angeles, and 5 magi were drawn together, and they were the founders of this school, where they were inspired and they pursued magic, and they now have, we teach different subjects here and blah 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 blah. But it's cool. It's decidedly, it's not British, it's American, which kind of helped to open up a little bit of the lore behind it. Also, that way none of us would have to do British accents, even though I did kind of like a Frasier-y mid-Atlantic thing going on here. But yeah, so I, again, like it was very elaborate. So you walk in there, like, obviously, like, decorations, there were even like floating candles, which we set up shortly before it started, which was just like a little candle light wrapped in paper, like a cylinder, then like taped to the ceiling. There was a lot of arcane books and goblets and everything around there. James and Claire, his girlfriend, made 5 felt banners to hang with each of the crests. Each of the crests of the houses, and there was the Circulus table, which is...
That was, every time I think about Circulus, I laugh.
It's so
I don't know
funny.
Why the name. It's just so
good. I don't know how he came up with the name, but it's basically beer pong, except with a little golden hoop in the middle. So you can't just throw it. You gotta make it through the hoop and into the cup. Otherwise you don't get the point. So we got Circulus over there. We got, like, there was a potions table, which potion master Claire had given the instructions for 2 very special concoctions that you would have to create, and then show it to her to see if the colors were were the correct colors. And for points and everything like that. Also, all these things you would get points. You would get points for playing Circulus, for winning Circulus. And the other thing was there was a treasure hunt, not a scavenger hunt, a treasure hunt, which clues scattered all around. And what's funny is that my roommate was like, "Did you make the scavenger hunt?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Well, how did James know where these things are?" And I'm like, "I guess he just took mental notes the last time he was here of where things are, or he talked to Isabella. I don't know."
Crazy.
Because like one of them was like, "This is a place where like where you would like find toothpaste." He's like, "How did he know my toothpaste was there?" And I'm like, "I don't know." Like that's kind of crazy. But yeah, very very elaborate. He printed out all of these like fun lore cards and like labels for everything. There was butterbeer, which they made. There was wine in a pumpkin jack-o'-lantern, which is awesome.
And it got moldy overnight.
Yeah, but for everyone's safety, remember the bag is intact. It wasn't just poured directly in there. It's just
it was not pumpkin gut wine. That would be
disgusting.
Freaking disgusting.
Yeah, exactly. There was pigs. Okay, here's the thing. There were pigs in Blanket that none of us ever tasted except for Spencer. By us, I mean the faculty.
Like 3 or 4 of those, man.
I feel bad because I was there. I was seeing her bake those delicious things, and by the time, hey, props to her. She was very good stuff. Treacle, quiches, sugar cookies, just so good. And yeah, so
the sugar cookies were incredible.
Yeah. So the faculty, of course,
I had a lot of those.
I bet you did. I had them for breakfast too. The faculty was Deputy Headmaster James with Postmaster Claire. There was Headmaster Ethan Magic Wong, obviously. And our
I didn't know that's what the M stood for.
Yeah, it is in the in the what do you call it? Orientation letter. It's in the letter that you would, I think you received, with the particle link. I didn't get that because I just got the link directly, but it does say it says Ethan Magic Wong on there. And I'm apparently I'm like over 100 years old. I'm at least 120 years old because I graduated. Wow. No, my first year was 1924. According to my speech that I definitely improvised. I had an opening speech, I had a closing speech, lots of fun there. And Sir Sirhan, an ancient creature, a man, was the wand maker, and he had crafted all these wands. In reality, James did. I don't know if anyone listening to this is like from the party where they would like get the lore broken or like the whole thing, the veil has been cast off. But James did create.
I heard people talk. I heard people talking about that at the party. People knew that he made and everyone was very impressed. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, him and Claire both carved like 50 fucking wands. Out of dowels, all different colors, all with different, I don't know how unique they are, but they all have at least variations of different carvings on them, which you would get, which was the first step of the party. We lined up. Sirhan would take some instrument and measure you or take a sample of your skin or something, and he would then pair you with the wand, which was each one labeled with a type of wood and the core, the feather, heartstring, whatever you want to call it, scale, the core of the wand, which was very cool. Do you remember what yours was, Spencer?
Yeah, mine was pine with spider leg.
That's cool.
And people I had a long wand. It was 15.5 inches, which people found interesting.
Mine was long too. Mine was mahogany with a Pegasus heartstring. And so I really like that one. And then after that, then you would get sorted into your houses. There was a dress code, and we'll get into that in a second. But he did ask everyone to wear a collared shirt because you would have to wear this like little ribbon that would show you what house you were in, and there's different colors obviously based on the different houses. And to be sorted, you would have to think of a memory, have a core memory in your head, a strong one. It could be sad, it could be happy, it could be whatever it is, but it has to be strong. And as you hold your little glass, which would then fill up with liquid, the color would be revealed to you as your eyes are closed, obviously, of what house you would be. And it was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I guess because we were a little inebriated by then. James had miscounted, and at least 2 houses had more than the others. Which was a house Hexspell and a house Moonquill. And one unfortunate house only had 5, and that was Staghorn, unfortunately.
But they're the bravest, so,
and so
like,
you know,
okay.
when we were awarding points, we definitely did we did our best to kind of handicap it a little bit, and everyone thought it was really fun. I will say that the final potion that we had was whatever alcohol or the potion ingredient that we had did not like that last one compared to the other one. The first one was triple sec. The last one I think was just straight up vodka, and you could tell by people's reactions.
I think it was rum.
Yeah, there might have been rum.
I don't remember.
Yeah. But because we needed a clear one to like have the mixture that like it would glow with the house color. And yeah, I mean, the best part though was the points, as we were saying, and you would get points for for completing the treasure hunt, and you would show the treasure, which was candy, to the headmaster, like, oh, I finished the treasure hunt, or like, I made this cocktail, is it the right colors, or, hey, we beat them in Circulus, and there was also some leeway to award additional points, like, oh, you did a crazy move in Circulus, or something like that. But of course, that was kind of over kind of quickly, and so, just like in the original Harry Potter, points are kind of arbitrary, and people just have to award points for whatever reason. So some of the students would start to use it to their advantage, being like, "Oh, hey, professor, I saw that you didn't have a drink, so I made you this one. Just want to be a nice student." Or like, "Oh, you look a little hungry. I got you the brie cheese." And we all thought that was fucking hilarious, and we're like, all right, fine, 20 points to Moonquill for that one. Like, fuck yeah, dude. Ethan, don't you want to be in the pictures? I'll give me your camera. I'll take the pictures for you. And so, yeah, I mean, it was so funny to see how sycophantic they all got. They also got they tattled on each other, which I think was hilarious. Like, people would be like, hey, they spilled that drink, or hey, they cheated, or they're stepping the line in Circulus. And I'm like, first off, like, I gotta see it happen. You can't just tell me it happened,
Is this like the Stanford prison
experiment? Oh, yeah, we just
like,
start turning on each other. Yeah. I tried to give points also to, like, if people, like, took selfies with, like, different things and, like, camaraderie and shit. I did give Jack, like, 50 points because he got me a burger. He walked and got, like, a burger. He's like, you want one? I'm like, hell yeah. And so
he walked over there he walked to Lucy's?
Yeah, I think, or whatever. I mean, I guess he didn't really drink that much, so maybe he did, like, by the time he was, like, sober, he, like, got some before he left, which was nice. But yeah, I was definitely very well taken care of by my students, which I thought was really fun.
Yes.
Apparently Moonquill did a fight song. Is that what you guys did?
We did. Well, because it was in our, like, I don't remember how this started. Yeah. It started because, like, someone started gathering all of us. I'll tell you guys, of course, like, I mentioned this in the beginning. I was playing a character at this party. Right. I didn't know if this would be part of it, but it felt like it kind of would be.
And I feel like it kind of was by the end of it. Like, everyone kind of, like, playing a thing, yeah.
But I knew that I wanted to bring my camera, and I was like, what's an universe reason I would be taking pictures other than just, like, I like taking pictures at a party. And, of course, drawing on my previous experience, I'm like, wait, I write for the student newspaper.
There you go,
of course. And so that also helped me put together the outfit. Because I was like, what is a wizard journalist wearing? To get into my outfit, I had my Wellama fedora. With a little press badge, and I was gonna make one, but then in Isabella's room I found a little name tag thing that she had from some event she went to at grad school. Nice. That just said, like, media, and so I was like, oh, I'm just taking that. So I stuck that in my hat, and I wore that with a Brooks shirt,
multi-stripe.
At first I had, like, multi-striped shirt, and at the beginning of the party I had, like, a brocade tie, because that felt like kind of wizardly, like a kind of crazy pattern. And of course I swapped into my other tie, my Moonquill tie, when I got sorted into the house. And then I just had khakis and
your sweater vest
and wingtips. And my sweater vest, of course. And I think the finishing touch was a big scarf that I wrapped around my neck very loosely, which everyone said, it's like, this sells the
absolutely, and it did. Like, I think it did.
Yeah.
It was very much
and so I had all that, and I snapped a lot of photos, which was so fun because I kind of do exactly this for a job. So I was just like But, you know, obviously this is way more dynamic and interesting than anything I do for work. So I had a lot of fun, and I promised you at the party for points that I would write an article about this in character as the news reporter. Yeah. And I did. Yes. I wrote it in AP style.
Yeah, I'll add it in.
I'm still gonna work on it a little bit. I want to add like one or two more things, but this, I'll tell you what it's done. But I of course also have some photos with captions. I expanded on the lore that you guys established. This was improv, I think, but you just said it's like not like last year. So many people died.
I didn't. Okay, here's the thing. I didn't say that. I said not like last year, and then James said because so many people died. And I was like, okay, now you're he took it that way, which I think is really funny.
Yeah. So I was imagining what I have in my head was I was imagining a situation where maybe someone was trying to like spike the punch, but because they're like young wizards and they don't really like, maybe they like fucked up and actually made like poison. And so I kind of like, I don't say that outright in the article, but that's what I was thinking of when I was writing it.
The studio.
But exactly, the studio. But no, that was a lot of fun to do, but of course, because I was in character as the reporter, I wasn't focused as much as the competition as I was just documenting the event. And so
the fight song.
Yeah, the fight song. Yes. So I was brought out there. And someone was like, okay, we were looking through our little booklet, which every house had a booklet, informational booklet, of course.
They do.
And it's like, and there is a song in here. I think that we should perform. Like the person who suggested it, and I'm bad with names. I apologize. David. I don't think they're listening, but I don't remember. Yes, David. He said.
I think so.
But David suggested we should perform this song because I think they're going to ask us about the lore of our thing. And so we did that.
James did ask people random lore questions, and so he would award points.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so he was kind of baffled by that, but we got some bonus points for that. So that was fun. The winning point, of course, I think this is funny, so I'm not so mad at it. The winning points came because someone gave James a joint. And they weren't me, but it was my weed. I brought that weed and paid for it with my own money. And someone came up to me in a little circle and was like, hey, can I take that? And I was like, yeah, sure. And I thought they just wanted to hit or something. And then they walked over to James and were like, James!
Damn, that's really good, actually. Yeah. That's so funny. Wow. But Stanford Prison Experiment.
Anyway, yeah. I wrote I don't know, roughly, I haven't done a word count. I'm guessing like 350, 400 word article. Not that long. But, going back to my college newspaper days.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
That was
you'll
fun.
You'll be able to read it in the blog post. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I mean, but people like dress up for it too. Like, obviously, like that's probably the most preppy, or I guess Ivy prep school I've ever seen that many people in one place since like high school. Like everyone wore like a sweater vest or collared shirt with like, dark pants or chinos or some kind of sweater. Some people wore like overcoats that they rapidly took off because it did get kind of warm with all those people in there. But I like that people got dressed up. Obviously, bonus points kind of for like you, Spencer, for wearing a cool outfit. We had Adam who wore like the wax cotton duster, which felt very Hagrid of him.
I love that. Yeah, I was gonna say it's cool that he's like the working class.
Andy wore the his Yale 1936 blazer, boating blazer, which me and Spencer, I guess we also all agree, like it's probably like from that year, but it's from that class, but it's probably from like the early 40s or maybe even late 30s. Like it's not from like I think it's 1932. And so that was really fun. He wore that with no CBD. We have Jack who wore like the critter pants with corduroy critter pants with a Madras jacket, so very like 60s, but that was very, very good. I like that everyone got dressed up for it. James wore the waistcoat with his matching trousers with like a rep stripe tie. Sirhan wore his pointed wizard cap with like OCBD and chinos, but he wore a denim apron with all of his instruments on it, which I thought was really fun. And I, of course, as the headmaster, kind of did like a little bit of like a quirky Saffron core thing by wearing my kimono coat over a navy sweater vest, Fair Isle sweater vest with striped shirt, blue and gold striped tie, because I was also Moonquill. See, Moonquill got stacked up with the brown suit pants, purple socks, which the hex spells were like, see, you're one of us too, with black penny loafers, and of course the Turkish hat from the Ren Fair that I got a couple of years ago. Me and James were talking that we think that we all looked. It was cool that all four of us like dressed up. That way, it was very clear we were faculty. And like
a lot of people thought I was faculty too.
I guess because you were probably like the fifth most like dressy or most interesting kind of a thing there. But yeah, I think it was a lot of fun. It's one of the best experiences of all time, I think. I've never had a party.
I'm very excited for next year's already.
Apparently, yeah, the bar is high. We might have to get some new faculty members in there for whatever James cooks up in that lab. Yes, it's a science one. No. But yeah, a lot of fun. Mainly a lot of, I guess, Claire's friends, some of our friends that were mutuals, but like a lot of people I had never met before. That was very, very fun. I'm glad it was like, like it wasn't small, I guess, which was maybe kind of fun because like the games really brought everyone together. And so very, very impressed. Again, kudos to James and Claire for making everything work, and I guess Sirhan for labeling stuff. He didn't actually make those wands. All I did was provide a silly voice and give people points. That's basically all I did. And I guess it was in my apartment, and I made them all coffee the next day because they stayed up pretty late. But yeah, it was a very I love it. Really the best spooky seasons, I guess. And I guess we've had Halloween parties in the past, but those are like regular parties. I think a theme party. I guess also I guess this party's not really Halloween. It's just kind of like it's more of a fall thing. I feel like too. It's kind of like, like how Harry Potter 1 is kind of like a Christmas movie, kind of for the one Christmas scene. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't have. I'm glad it wasn't on Halloween because, I mean, I guess I didn't do anything anyway. I just went to a bar for like one cocktail and then like went home. But I'm glad that there's kind of like could be a potential new fall tradition, and I know Brooks would kill it at this fucking party, dude. I think he would, LARP the shit out of it, and dress up for it. But yeah, if you guys are listening, you guys should host your own parties. Let us know in the comments when you guys dressed up for Halloween. I think we'd love to hear them. We love menswear Halloween costumes. What I saw, and I'll close with this a little bit. I saw a lot of menswear TikTokers now. They just did like they had a party, or their friends do a party where they all dress like them. Like Tanner, I think, had one. This other guy, Zachariah, had one where they're all wearing like denim jackets and loafers or whatever. I think that's fine. I already did, at least with the Dress Like Ethan party, there's like a lot of interpretations for that birthday party, but I like that, I wish there was more Halloween menswear stuff that people could have done. I saw that Zeometer did the Ralph Lauren jeans with tweed jacket thing in our Discord. I thought it was kind of fun, but I want more of it. I feel like last year was crazier, so who knows? Next year might be a lot more participation for everybody, I guess, because I love Halloween. Halloween's really fun, and honestly, one of the best holidays, I guess, after Christmas. I guess Halloween's just a lot of fun. So that's right. So if you guys want to see more pictures and read Spencer's article, see MJ's Marty McFly outfit that he does every year because he has the damn vest and the denim jacket and the checked button-up shirt that is from the 60s. I guess, well, he's from the 80s, so I guess maybe it's a little bit different. It could be his dad's old shirt. Who knows? But if you guys want to see all of that, you can go to my blog, obviously, for the show notes that are linked in the description. You can also, if you want to be in the conversation itself, you can go to patreon.com/StoneDirection, all spelled out. You can give us $5 a month, gives you access to our Discord community, as well as the the catalog of bonus episodes, ranging from things like Secret of the Incas, Live by Night, etc. We keep saying those same ones because those are the only ones that come to my mind. Public Enemies, that's another one. There you go. That's right. If you love all the movie talk, you can go there for those. And then $10 a month, nothing extra, but we are thanking a couple people. MJ, who are we thanking?
We are thanking our sidecast fanatics, Shane Curry, Philip Gregard, Henrik Wilberg, Alexander Batten, and Talbot.
We appreciate you guys so much. We'll see you. Well, first off, you got to follow me at Ethan M. Wong while you still can.
I'm at Spencer DSO.
I'm at Aya MJ.
I love that. I love all the different pauses there. We'll talk more about that, I think, in the last episode of the year, so keep an ear out for that one. We got 2 more after this. But yeah, see you next time. See you next fall.
Bye-bye.